What's up, guys? It's Tay Tay Baby, and today I want to talk about something. I seen this on Spiritual World, and it says, "Why is being fine and single a red flag to people?" Let's talk about it. First and foremost, a lot of people need to understand this before I get into my rant. Not every man and woman's the same. Not everybody has the same experiences. A lot of people like to categorize, generalize, you know what I mean? And you don't do that, y'all. Like, you have to understand everybody's different. Not every fine person gets the same experience. Not every, medium ugly person gets the same experiences. I'm just being honest. So if you don't like what I gotta say, I suggest you leave this conversation right now. Now, first and foremost, I don't know what's wrong with a lot of people who think fine people don't have options, more options than you could probably think of. Now, there are some fine people who don't have good personalities because they only rely on their looks. That goes for men and women. But we're talking about the fine people who have options, who actually have, qualities that matter on top of being good looking. Do you think if you had 10 people in front of you, you're going to just go and rush and get with the first person who comes your way? Oh no. Especially when you know you're deserving of certain things, you're going to take your time and get with the best option. Why? Because you have plethora of options. So for some odd reason, if somebody sees you single and you're good looking, you got to be the red flag. But in all reality, how are you not understanding that maybe these people are taking their times to pick a better partner? Why should we jump into a relationship as quick as y'all and your shit's failing? Ever think about that? And here's another thing that people don't put into play. Do you know how many times I've heard men say, "I will never date a 10 out of 10 woman"? Why? Because they come up with too many problems. You see so many situations where a beautiful woman is gorgeous and she'll leave for somebody else, or 9 times out of 10 she has too much attention, she can't handle it, and she'll go out and mess with other dudes. And for some odd reason, that makes men think, oh, every single woman who's beautiful does the same thing. Have a mindset. We're not all the same. And here's another thing. Women do the same thing. I'm not going to date a guy who's fine. He's full of himself. He'll sit there and mess around with all these girls. And in reality, they'll say, "I'll date a medium ugly guy," because they can't handle what comes with a good looking person. Now, there are certain exceptions to everything that I'm saying, but I truly believe in my heart I could never be with somebody who I wasn't attracted to. Attraction is a really big thing to me. I don't care if it sounds shallow, whatever. That's why y'all be initiating divorces, because you get with men you never liked, you never respected to begin with. And even with some men, y'all get with these women, she has good qualities, but you're not attracted to her. Ooh, and then you wonder why you cheat on her with a girl who looks like me. I just don't understand it. This is the reason why you guys end up in these issues. Now, this is besides the point. I would much rather be with somebody who's good looking, because I know for a fact they have a lot of options and chose me as a person. Being with somebody who's never had options in their entire life, anytime things could happen, exceptions, they could potentially go and cheat on you. And there's even people who aren't good looking who will say they're going to cheat on me and I'm going to cheat on them before they cheat on me. Like I said, y'all, there's pros and cons to everything, but the fact that people think that being single and good looking is a bad thing when the stats for relationships and marriages are failing is crazy. I don't even understand why people even ask this anymore. Why are you single? Why else? Are you not seeing the dating game? Y'all act like if people are getting married and everybody has a LeBron James relationship. A lot of people have Blueface and Krishan relationships, and if you think I'm gonna jump into that, no. And also, one more thing, at least in my case, I'm an influencer. I'm going to be very mindful who I give my time to and who I end up in a relationship with. God forbid that person embarrasses me when all I do is talk about relationships. Like I said, stop rushing people to get into relationships. This is the reason why a lot of things are failing. It takes a long time to really get to know somebody. I would rather get to know somebody and that work out than to rush because y'all are down my throat about being single, and vice versa to everybody else. And if you don't want to be in a relationship, I'm not hating on you. God bless you. I respect that you want to be by yourself. I also respect you if you want to get married. I don't like how we can't have opinions anymore. I don't like that we don't get to pick what we want for our lives without people dictating what's right, what's wrong, what we should do, because at the end of the day, if you can handle a relationship, if you can handle a fine person, what you can handle. So by all means, y'all, have a good one. If you guys want to ask me more questions like this, don't make it a long paragraph, y'all. Keep it short and simple. I'm gonna put my email up here, and I'm gonna be doing a lot of these videos because I would like to talk about topics and stuff, especially things that are happening in the real world. And if you have advice, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, email will be right here, baby.